Magnetism and Gauss law. See this mathematical expression, summation B dot delta S is equal to 0. This is Gauss law for magnetism. Here B is magnetic field and delta S is area. Now in integral form we may write it like this: integration over the whole surface vector B dot ds is equal to 0. So this is mathematical form for Gauss law in magnetism. Now Gauss law for electrostatics is, we know that summation E dot delta S is equal to Q upon epsilon naught, where Q is charge enclosed by the surface. See in this diagram, this plus Q charge is enclosed by a closed surface S. Suppose you put a plus Q charge inside a football. Football is a closed surface. Now epsilon naught is permittivity of free space. In integration form we may write it integration E dot ds is equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Now this Q upon epsilon naught is known as electric flux phi. So this is Gauss law for electrostatics. Now why Gauss law for magnetism? Here we get term 0. See here, suppose this closed surface encloses charge plus Q and minus Q. So field lines are going in. Field lines are going in at this end of surface, and field lines are coming out. So net flux here is 0. So phi is equal to 0. So for this summation E dot delta S will be equal to 0. Now here field lines are coming out. So net flux coming out is Q upon epsilon naught. It is not 0. Now we take flux coming out as positive and flux going in as negative. So here net flux is 0. Now see the case of a magnet. Suppose this is a small bar magnet and you put it inside a closed surface anyhow. Now net magnetic flux through closed surface is equal to 0. Why? Because at this end magnetic lines are coming out and at this end they are going in. Why? Because magnetic field lines originate from north pole and terminate at south pole outside the magnet. So here net flux is 0 and we know that we cannot separate north pole and south pole. So in case of magnet, summation B dot delta S is equal to 0. Now this B delta S is known as magnetic flux. So let us try to understand what is magnetic flux. Suppose here is a uniform magnetic field B and you hold a small area whose area is delta S. See in this diagram. Now this delta S and B make angle theta with each other. So area in vector form can be written as delta S is equal to delta S into n cap, where n cap is unit vector perpendicular to area. So a small magnetic flux delta phi is equal to B dot delta S, which is equal to B delta S cos theta. Now this delta phi is scalar quantity. Now suppose we hold a plane area like this inside external magnetic field and let in this diagram this area makes angle theta with the direction of magnetic field. So phi is defined as phi is equal to vector B dot A, which is equal to BA cos theta. Now if theta is equal to 0 in this case, then phi will be maximum. It is B into A, where B is magnetic field and A is magnitude of area. If theta is equal to 90 degree, then phi is equal to 0. Now unit of magnetic flux phi is equal to Tesla meter square, because phi is equal to B into A. In salt it is written as T meter square. Now unit of magnetic flux is Weber also. For Tesla meter square we also write Weber. Now from here we may write B is equal to phi upon A. So unit of B is Weber per meter square also. For magnetic field we use the term flux density, because flux lines, magnetic flux lines passing through unit area is magnetic field there. So magnetic field is also known as flux density. Now here density does not means volume. Flux density means field lines passing through unit area. So do not confused with density of water or density of any other substance, because there. Now for a open surface, if field lines are going inside, then flux is taken as negative, and if field lines are coming out, then flux is taken as positive. Total flux is represented by summation B dot delta S. We add small delta phi, then this is equal to summation B dot delta S. Now in magnet, see in this diagram, here are magnetic field lines coming out, so flux is positive, and here magnetic field lines are going in, so flux is negative. Now since pole strength of north pole and south pole is same, so magnetic flux coming out is equal to magnetic flux going in. So in case of magnet, net magnetic flux phi is equal to 0, so summation B dot delta S is equal to 0. This is because magnetic field lines form closed loop. They originate from north pole and terminate at south pole outside the magnet, and inside the magnet their direction is from south to north. See in this current carrying loop. Current carrying loop also behaves as a magnetic dipole. So here this is north pole, this is south pole. So outside the solenoid, direction of magnetic field is from north to south, and inside the solenoid this is from south to north. So magnetic field lines form closed loop, therefore net magnetic flux is 0 through a given closed surface. In electric field lines do not form closed loop. Suppose you put this plus q charge and minus q charge inside a hollow cylinder, then outside the cylinder direction of field lines is from plus to minus, and inside also its direction is from plus to minus. So in this way electric field lines do not form closed loop, so there we get net magnetic flux passing through given closed surface. So this is Gauss law for magnetism. Thanks. Have a nice day.